YouTube をご覧の皆様、こんにちは、こんばんは、吉川です。このチャンネルは私の日々の稽古において感じていることや、その稽古内で検証していること、そのいったことを Vlog にして残している、そういったチャンネル動画になります。しかし、上手に編集したり、言い間違いなどを訂正したり、そういったことに時間を費やすと、なかなか動画をアップすることができたり、記録を残すことができません。今後はノー編集、言い間違いや言い直しがあっても、そのまま一発撮りでアップロードを今後していきたいと思っています。大変見苦しい点が多くなるかもしれませんが、ご理解の上よろしくお願いいたします。This video is last time I talked about various verifications and ideas about how to grip the left hand. Following that flow, this time I will focus on how to grip with my right hand. It means that essentially, today is the overall in operations that Kendo does not do. Various about the distortion that occurs in the body. I want to touch on it a little bit. Sword. The city located along the road. When shaking, right hand position, right foot in front. That's what happens. So no matter what, the package tightens around the body. Straighten your body. Stay. Then just walk through the city. During this state of maintaining the posture upright, no distortion occurs anywhere in the body. Hold this in your right hand, right foot posture. If you take it to someone who doesn't seem to do it, the simplest way for distortion to happen is via the left hand. It means elbows. This elbow seems a bit goofy or awkward. Like this, distortion occurs. Typically in this state of being becomes, that is what it means. This distorted part, to which part of the body to escape? By that. Kendo techniques, forms, if it has a big impact on techniques and things like that. I'm thinking. And first, straighten your feet from both. Move your right foot forwards. In such circumstances, prior to weight, the balance behind, I think it's still going to be a problem. Upon the front foot, put down the scale. What percentage of the total weight is distributed on the front? I have measured such things, sugar. In general, during my research, when I was a beginner, I learned 7 in the front and 3 in the back. Something like that. As an image by feeling, I remember learning, actually, hold the scale on your right foot. Place the book at the same height on your hind leg. If you look at the weight in front of you when you are flat, in myself, the image is like 73. Most of the weight distribution is approximately 80 to 85%. Hanging on the front leg. It is structured in that manner. And that kind of forefoot. Put it forward. To pre-weight, in case, at the center, right in the middle, in a state of 55, without looking up. When we talk about such a state, the center line comes here. By placing your right foot in front of you and using your front body weight, the center line shifts slightly towards you. That's what happens. During that period, primarily the city, when shaking. In terms of distortion, what comes out is left foot. I think it's in the thumb direction. Typically, basically, the first thing I learn is to straighten my left foot. As a matter of fact, when you get into this shape, your left foot inevitably opens up a little. At the same time, shoulders too, necessarily, lean just a bit to the left deliberately. This angle is first of all a model distortion, I think. And then yes, when I went, this is what's happening. Let's do something like this. Open your left foot a little on the left shoulder, pull it out fully. By doing so, some distortion is alleviated. These parts, how to release the distortion that first appears unhealthily. That's what it means. How do you all feel about this Lato Suji? I'm letting people escape. Do you harbor that sort of notion? In addition, on the knife, in the distortion that emerges, it's the way you hold your hand around here. First, I believe the initial difference will be in the fingers you use. As we talked about in the video before, with your right hand as a fulcrum, point your left hand. This leverage, which is called the inspection machine as the point of action, if you use it, traditionally, when you first learn the degree of danger, shake the city with one hand. Like this, in operation, I think the idea will come to an end. As I explained in the previous video, with your gaze here, leveraged, such a seesaw-like movement. If you make a move like this, the center line of the body and shoulders and things like this. From the movement, like this, shoulder blades, train, locomotive. Well, this particular movement, much like shush, 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 is, I think I can, by this. Smooth, indoor operation becomes possible. That is the way I perceive it. Among them, the position of the left shoulder is very important. For example, this form, leave it as it is. Body positioned ahead. This, like a torso too. Leave your left shoulder a little. These people are better. Your right foot comes out smoothly. Such things too, it is conceivable. Among them, Gani, missing the body's medicine. Hit. At that time, I'll leave you a little left. It makes the process seamless. Progress forward, continue onward. When empowered, my thoughts align this way. In addition, it is often called an event foot. Refrain from opening your rear legs. A part suggests low. To Bork, if you think about moving forward, when you straighten it, on top no matter what, the movement is like the body stretching up. When you look at athletes who run 100 meters in track and field, legs sideways when leaping out from the starting point of the flowering. I also hear stories like people opening up and coming forward. It's better to open it up a little, low and far away. Proceed. Such remarkable things are real. Isn't it going to happen? And the position of the left foot, body weight, center of gravity of the body, still closer to the center. So it would be better if there were. Even smoother. For example, if you stand on one step with your left foot, you move forward. A little away from the center, move onward. If this happens, the balance will still be lost. That's what happens in that area. Placement is likewise of high significance. I think so. From among those, own improved posture along with various aspects such as that. Derive and how do the fingers go up or... I'm on the right hand side. I have my right hand. A quick handshake to grasp it in that manner. I often do it as much as possible. The right hand is easy, but the right hand must be designated. Therefore, right-left, this balance. As these things start taking precedence, I'm thinking. And when I launched it, at this time, that's sensation in the right hand. When I was a child too, with the right hand, squeeze it down. Like this, I learned, also in previous videos, I told you. At a training session of all prefectural federations. Sir, a public teacher in the 8th dan? No, you shouldn't narrow it down. Similar to a gentle, light squeeze. Please escape. Often when the teacher of the Kodan takes measurements.
Like this?
I often see him doing numbers. Never like this. I'm not squeezing it. Like this. Like stepping left and right. How to make a right hand. Also, even if you say squeeze it, is it called a chuck and squeeze? It's like this. Let me narrow it down for you like this. Shut up. like squeezing, with that image. Some teachers say that. From things like that, how to grip the right hand in the city. Well, it still greatly varies depending on Wada's posture. I think so. And in fact, we're talking about where to get your fingers in the city. I was first. The teacher who learned 3 fingers, little finger, ring finger, and middle finger. It's like having I want you to hold it with that image. It was done at first. And when I was in high school, the teacher is, especially the ring finger, I gently hold my little finger in this traditional Japanese manner. This type of notion. You said that. And called the Heisei error name. Professor Masayoshi Miyazaki, even in writing, in that book, it's comparable to sandwiching it in between your middle finger and thumb. The photo was posted. This is absolutely perfect for me. If you hit your finger, there's an explanation like, sometimes there is. Also, if you are old and your physical strength declines on the Namatari prefectural road, who has the city? After all, the middle finger, the center of the hand in the city is, because it's the middle finger, it is still ideal to hold it centered on the middle finger. Have a well-balanced way of holding. There are also books like this. Around that, in myself. What kind of city do you have? Posture. And when it rains. How to mitigate distortion. By this, it has significantly impacted Kendo. That's my belief. That part, if you consider various posture, how to grip, shoulder, foot balance, shoulder, foot angle, such things. Because I have to think about it. Verification is ongoing. It takes an incredibly long time. I believe that's what will occur. It is. I am certain you all are indeed. Me too. Nuclear skeleton, it's height, hand length, shoulder width, and similar things. Since everyone is different, I matched it. My utmost. Looks good. Posture, the shape of dots. How to let that distortion escape. By such a greatest common multiple, able to deal with a variety of partners. That kind of thing. I find it within myself. That's one. The fun of building. I think that's what's going to happen. This video is in Kendo. From posture, occur on impact. Distortion of the body. What exactly should I think about it? Allow me to elaborate further on that. I also have many things. This distortion, let me escape. Things like that. Although I believe that there is still room for safety and verification in research. For now, whether it is a mold, the angle of the foot, the position of the foot, the way you hold your hand, those things have a big impact. That's how I think. I'm going to conclude this video at this point. So, we hope to see you again next time.